Hey there. So I have thought a lot about this, and I want to make a video series that is geared towards the idea or the premise that it's better to teach people to fish rather than to give them the fish. Um, so that being said, I have this idea for a video series that is taking the different websites that I have a part in, and taking the knowledge I have previous to how to grow traffic and communities and such, and saying, okay, let's re-examine that. Let's say that it's old information, and let's say that it is maybe not the best to apply to the modern day, and let's see how that fits in today's world. So I'm going to show you a few different sites that we'll be using as examples and kind of experiments, and this represents a small section of different sites I work on. So the first being My Travel Job. This one is a site that is going to be best served by getting as many people as possible to post resumes, and then some way finding the best way to send the highest quality candidates over to the recruiters to let them know, hey, these people are here and they are ready to work. So that's a different kind of model than some of these others we'll look at. Hektechnologies. Now this is my own site here, and this one is best served by getting email signups right now, because there's some changes coming here, and we'll get into those later on. But we just want to reach out to people and get email signups and get people to kind of join in the community and the cause. Then we've got Better PC Health, and this is also my site. Now it's kind of tied in with Hektechnologies. This would represent basically an affiliate site or something. The best growth pattern that we want to see for this site is to actually get online purchases of computer cleanups and tech service. So the next one here is the Southwest Chamber of Tulsa. Now this one is best served right now. Their best thing that they're doing and got going is that they give people the events of the chamber, and they have the chamber news and the community gateway newsletter. Now these are kind of the best things going right at this point. But that being said, they could be better served by getting people to join the chamber directly online and becoming a one-stop sales platform that actually convinces people, hey, this is a good idea. There's a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of reason to join. Then we have Peak Machine. Now this site was actually broken recently, and we've got to move it over and do some other things. But this one is best served by getting people to see, hey, I can do quality work as far as the work over at Peak Machine goes, and you need to call me to have me do your complex, whatever it is. Then we've got J. Crean Fine Art. Now this one is best served by getting people to recognize the artistry of Janie and then to actually make purchases of her paintings online. I've got to change that back. So this one we will... Each one so far has a different need for what the best growth is seeing. Like, again, let me reiterate. Peak Machine needs people to call him. Southwest Chamber needs people to check out the news and the events, but they're better served by getting people to actually join. Better PC Health needs to make sales. Hectech needs email signups. Then My Travel Job needs people to actually go through the process of creating an account, filling out a resume. And then we get into Manfred Reporter. Now, Manfred Reporter is just a local newspaper, and he is best served by also getting people to join his email list, but also by getting people to read the stories on a regular basis and share them. And that's kind of important to say. He wants to see people come in and spread his news or his writing out, amongst their friends and whatnot, so that it gets more exposure. And then the last one here is kind of one that Nathan and I have done for fun. And Nathan will be in on some of these videos at some point. Now, Nathan set this up himself to automatically post the free games that are posted to Reddit come to this site. So we just want to see how much traffic we can grow from that segment, and how many users we can get. Because right now we're posting like 9 or more games a day that are free or cheap, so it's pretty cool. So the idea would be, what can we provide that's a little bit different for each of these sites to kind of target their specific needs, and how is that going to be different from what I generally, air quotes, know, because let's just kind of throw that out the window and say, maybe the information's old. It's probably been a good more than 5 years since probably definitely longer than that, since I worked on kind of quick growth site, probably since like 2006 or so. So that's 10 years now, and from there, I've had several sites throughout the years. Some of them have grown kind of organically, and I'm just kind of looking at some of the numbers of some of these sites right now, saying, man, this could be a lot better. So we need to figure it out. That being said, the approaches for all of these will be different. Some of them will use Facebook ads, some of them will use Google ads, but we'll experiment with all those things on all of them. And what the point of this series would be is, hey, here is what I think will work. Let's try it out. And then when that is done and over with, we'll go back and look at everything and say, okay, here's what actually did work. And that's when I'll create kind of a secondary part to this that may or may not be as long or as detailed, but it will be definitely helpful, because it will say, hey, here's what we found that works for these different customer types, which I will go through and categorize these specifically so that that will come up with their own little names and groupings. And I might even add some more sites or take some of these out, depending on how the different owners of these sites feel about being in this video series. So I hope you enjoy it, and we will get started on that soon. Thank you.